up, my Nimians, and welcome to a movie review of King Candy, which is a movie that is never had an actual theatrical release. It is an indie movie that is only found on YouTube, written, directed, and starred in by Ralph Sepe, who is a YouTuber, also known as Ralphthemoviemaker. You can find his channel if I link it in the description. I should probably link it and link the movie, where you can see the movie in the description as well, if I remember to. But anyways, this is an independent movie that he made in 2015. Well, it was uploaded in 2015 anyways on YouTube. It is 46 minutes long, and I have to say, it is well done. It is well edited, well made. The story is about a 17-year-old who tries to make his mark on the world, who wants to be remembered for something. So he tries to do something. He starts this charity organization that is really just him making money for himself, and not all of the money goes to charity like he says it does, which ultimately leads to crime, and all this other stuff. It starts off as a simple thing and then kind of slowly escalates throughout the movie, and that is what the story of this movie is. And I do have to say, it is interesting, compelling, and the entire time I am interested in what's gonna happen next. I'm never like, wow, I'm bored, can I get to the end of the movie already? Throughout the entire movie, I'm interested in what's gonna happen next. I'm like, is he, what's gonna happen next? I am sitting on the edge of my seat, ready to see what happens next in the movie. Well made, well edited too. Ralph really does a good job with the editing. It was edited by him, directed, written, and he starred in it. So, yeah, he did all that, and with a budget of $10,000, which he gained from a Kickstarter that he did. And I have to say, for $10,000, it is pretty well made, and I believe this is his first feature film that he ever made. It is 46 minutes, which does technically count as a feature film, even though most feature films are longer than that, because nowadays, a common professionally made feature film, I feel like filmmakers feel like they have to be at least 2 hours long or something like that, or you know what I mean, or they don't count. But it's realistically, a movie has to be as long as it needs to be, you know what I mean? This movie only really needs to be 46 minutes to tell its story. Well, realistically, I feel like it could have been maybe extended to an hour long, because I feel like there were certain things that were just kind of went by too fast. I think the story kind of progressed a little too quickly. In my opinion, I feel like it could have taken a little bit more time to progress the story and maybe gone an hour long, but still, it is pretty well done. All scenes in the movie seem to fit. There's nothing in it that's wastes time, which makes sense considering the fact that it is only 46 minutes long. It's not trying to be really long. Some movies, you can tell they're oh wow, we have to be this long, so let's throw in some random scenes that ultimately don't add anything to the movie just so we can be a little bit longer. This movie does not do that, which is great. But yeah, so I would say definitely go watch this. I will leave the link in the description to the video, which is basically just the movie. The movie is on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description to that. I will leave a link in the description to his Ralph the Movie Maker's YouTube channel. And yeah, definitely check him out. He does a lot of movie reviews and stuff, and is an aspiring filmmaker. Kind of like me, I'm an aspiring filmmaker, but he's a little bit more successful considering the fact that he actually did make a film, and I am nowhere near making a film myself. Maybe someday, I don't know. I'm still don't know how that is gonna go for me. But anyways, definitely watch it. if you watch this, you are supporting indie films, you are supporting good filmmaking, people who make films not for the money, but make films because they enjoy it, because of the art of filmmaking. And that's what this movie is made for. This movie is not made for the money because literally all the money made from this movie is made through YouTube AdSense, as far as I know, which does not make a lot of money. And, like, he doesn't have to make an entire movie to make money from that. Like, he didn't have to make this movie in order to make a decent amount of money. He already, could make a decent amount of money from his movie reviews that he already does, and they're a lot easier and a lot cheaper and a lot quicker and cheaper and easier to make. So why go through all this trouble to make an entire movie just to make more AdSense that he's already making? So obviously he did not make this movie for the money. He made it for the love of filmmaking, which is good, and I definitely recommend watching this movie. And it is an enjoyable movie too. It's not just support this movie because it's an indie movie that was made for the love of movie making and not for the money. That's not the only reason I recommend it. I also recommend it because it is enjoyable. It is an enjoyable movie. Now, this movie doesn't, as far as I know, doesn't have like an official rating, like rated R or PG-13. Now, as far as I know, if this did get a rating, I feel like it would get a PG-13. I'm actually not even sure what this movie would get. Actually, no, it might get an R because I feel like they say the F word more than once, maybe. So yeah, I probably would get an R. It's not like a professional movie or anything, so I don't think it even has a rating. It doesn't even get rated by whoever rates these movies. But yeah, definitely good, well made. Definitely recommend it. If you want to support indie films, definitely go watch this. Definitely, give the movie a thumbs up. I actually didn't do that. I should probably go do that. Yeah, the more views this video gets, the more views this movie gets, the better. The more you are supporting an indie film, and the more you're supporting a small filmmaker, the more you are supporting Ralph's filmmaking career. So this movie will be starting off his filmmaking career, as far as I know. I'm assuming he's going to probably continue pursuing a filmmaking career and continue to try to make more films. So if you watch this movie, you are supporting that. So definitely check it out. Link in the description. Yeah, so that's about all I have to say about it. I'm not going to get too much into what happens in the movie. You gotta go see it for yourself. Please go watch this movie. One problem I would say I have with it, again, slightly too short. I feel like it could have been an hour long and would have been a little bit more impactful. That's just my opinion. I feel like some of the acting could have been better, but then again, they aren't professional actors. They are just like his friends and stuff. So it's like fine. It's not horrible acting, but it's not like great either. It's like serviceable. Although Ralph himself is actually, I think, a pretty decent actor. Not amazing, but he's good. He knows how to act. He does good as the lead character. And yeah, I mean, just go watch it. Support this film. And that is about all I have to say about that. So, anyways, that is about all for this video. So, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you want. My Twitter handle should be right there, and a link in the description. There should be a link in the description to my Twitter as well. I update you about things that are going on my channel there. And you can also subscribe if you want to see more movie reviews, more Star Wars: The Clone Wars reviews. That's a good series, a fun series to make, anyways. And yeah, that is about all. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye.